Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. You can see that I have sunk this thing into the ground, but today we will do another round of working on this. So after a long talk with 1WSX10, I again have to test all the things we tested the last time out again. So 1WSX10 told me that I, for one, changed the wrong value. I need to change a different value, and that will happen. Also, that the drop that I always assumed comes from the bug or the inability of space engineers calculating added subgrids and all that stuff or shouldn't happen with the script, because the script can definitely find out the weight of all the things that are connected with the rotors, and so the problem hopefully doesn't occur. So what 1WSX10 told me is that the problem with the top rotor was that the rotor needs to have the same strength as all the other rotors. So what we have to do is we have to fit one of the rotors, or the rotor again, then put the same amount of stuff on there that we have on all the other rotors, and then it should work. I also want to remove one of the cargo containers. There were a lot of suggestions again to to remove that because of not strength issues, but the problem, the people that suggested think that there is not enough thrust on the whole thing, and that's why I decided we will just remove one of the cargo containers, and then, because this whole subgrid thing shouldn't occur with the script, we will test that out again with the rotor on the bottom and see if that helps and if that should happen. The problem with the station still is happening, so that's one thing we might not be able to fix, but we will have to see how that works out. Another thing I need to do is I need to find a way to unload the ship, and I'm thinking about maybe adding some collectors or something like that to just drop everything that's in there out of the connector into something like collectors on the bottom. I'm not sure how to do that yet, because if I don't connect up the ship, then the whole station problem shouldn't happen. So the script shouldn't think that this is a stationary grid, and I don't have to reset everything. So let us remove some of the parts that we have on here. And then we redo everything. One thing I kind of am obliged is maybe the wrong word, but I kind of need to do that to really go into all the suggestions that I had. One thing again is I'm using the control module by Digi, and so again, all the setup with arguments and all that stuff really isn't necessary. That's not an issue here, but again, every other suggestion really needs to be investigated. It's just something that I need to do. Don't know. It might seem to be boring right now to just fight with this thing over and over, but that's how I work. That's how everything works out for me. So that's stuff I just need to do. I told you last time that we need to investigate more if that's a problem. So I changed the wrong value. The wrong value, or the let us see. The value I changed is this one, the public constant float. And the suggestion was to not change this value, but the value of increase that you can do with the base exponent, as far as I see that correct. So now the question is, where is that default? Oh, no. That is the value I want to change. This is the value I want to bring back. So this one, and then we lower this, the public constant float Excel base. So this should be, yeah, this is the increment, or that is the thing that gets set by the plus and minus key. Exponent, this means increases this base will increase the amount of your plus and minus change target acceleration. So I hope this time I'm changing the right value. And this also should fix our problem with the thrusters pointing upwards. I seem to have misunderstood how that works. It seems that if you set the other value is, I don't know, the other value might not impact that, but basically if your combined values go over 1, then it uses the thrusters to also kind of, yeah, because the acceleration is higher than the gravity constant here, the 9.8 meters per second squared, I think is, then it uses the, yeah, it uses the thrusters to to bring in more speed, and that's something we don't want. Okay, let us get rid of this stuff. Then we need to get rid of this thing and put a rotor back on. There. This whole thing is not finished yet. I have no access to the bottom right now, and I want to change that. Maybe put a staircase in there or something like that, so I can go down to the bottom and work on that if needed. And again, we don't have anything to throw out material right now. That also needs to change. Yeah, I hope this thing really does something for us now. It seems that thrust is calculated on all the thrusters as far. I hope I just understood that right. I'm not perfect with that. So get rid of this and then get rid of this. I hope this thing is not filled. If the thing is filled, then the built-in repair system will hopefully pick up everything. So the changes here. I need to go inwards. The should maybe put another ore detector on there. Okay. Now it's a bit of a waiting game, so let me... Oh no, that's... Maybe... we will see if that falls off then. I cannot do anything about that. Good. Let me wait until this is finished, make the changes, then come back to you. While this is all still being welded up, you can see that I have brought the amenities down here, so I can reload energy here and hydrogen. I have a cargo container here and a connector. I thought I would bring that back a bit more, not a connector, conveyor, a bit more to the front. So now everything is welded up. So there's now a connector in the middle. That thing I will use to drop everything that this thing brings into this bed of collectors. And then we don't have to connect up the ship to the station itself. So that's a good thing. So we maybe are able to just remove this part. Because then I don't run into the problem that I need to recompile anything, because recompiling makes my life a bit harder, and everything that makes my life a bit harder I don't want to have. So we need an ore detector again. That will come back here, and then we can make a test flight. I need to finish the whole area here. Then we can do a test flight, see if this thing now helps, and if the new settings help. That would be nice. I'm changing this setting because I don't want to play around with the target acceleration. I will just stay with one acceleration. The ship doesn't need to speed up, slow down like crazy. I just want to have a bit more precision in the whole ship. Good. Let us test that. I need to recompile it because I have the thruster edit. So that's a thing that I want to do now. Shouldn't be a problem. Recompile that, then turn on the whole thing and turn on the thrusters. Unlock this. There's problems with the landing gears again. I'm pretty sure it's just the landing gears, yeah, not behaving as they should. Okay, it lifts off. That's a good thing. So I'm not sure what's happening up there. Why does it do this turning? It still sinks. Still sinks. There's nothing on board. So I'm still doing something that the whole script is not happy with. So yeah, now I don't find any more explanations. There's another setting I could adjust, but I am kind of out of ideas right now. Let me bring the thing down. Because even if the thrusters are pointing down, one thing that I didn't do that I might have to do is set this up. Why is the thruster in the top reacting that way? That's something I don't want to see usually. So now everything is pointing down, so there isn't anything that should keep the thing from don't know, from staying up in the air. again. There were a lot of suggestions, and it seems that I will recompile it again just to be able, and I will do it again. So one thing that another change I could do was to set the spin rate, or not, the speed with which the things can spin. I will take another look at the settings and read through this again, and then the max rotor RPM. I think that's what another thing I can set. Maybe that helps. I will take another look at everything that was said, and then we will come back to this. And after that, I'm kind of done with the idea to have the rotor on top, to have the rotor on the bottom. So the other version works fine, but I at least wanted to address all these things. So let me read up on this again, and then I will come back to you with, don't know, hopefully something worth saying. So just confirm, I brought the settings nice and easy, and now we have a bit of target acceleration. Everything works, and the whole ship should fly without problems. It doesn't. So I've now changed everything. Now I even detached the drills just to see if it works with the thrusters. I recompiled the script. The thing still syncs. So I'm kind of, don't know, done with all the testing. We will remove the top thruster. We will remove the bottom rotor. Just go with drills. That seems to work best. And all the tips I got, I'm really thankful for that, but it doesn't work, and I don't know why. Maybe it is because it's just a big ship or something like that, but it sadly doesn't seem to work as intended. So now I've tested everything. I have tested with just the rotor, just with the rotors on the bottom. No, I didn't test with the rotors on the bottom. So what I could do is pick the rotors up again, and then kind of go in, and let me see if I can, without, don't know, hopefully without exploding the whole thing, if we maybe slowly hover over the drills again, we might be able to pick them up again. So it doesn't fly even with everything pointed to the bottom. That's one thing people said. There was a suggestion to just lock the rotors and not let them move out of anything. The ship is not too heavy. The ship just has 600 tons right now. It's completely empty. These 4 thrusters should be enough to lift the thing. So I don't know anymore. All the suggestions, especially from 1WSX10, were definitely helpful, but it seems, don't know, I'm not sure what's happening there that makes this whole thing not work as people suggest. So I will hopefully be able to attach that again. Otherwise I fly the whole thing back and remove the drills there and bring them back to the ship. So the ship now, yeah, will just have non-moving thrusters, or non-moving drills, and I will reduce the thrusters again to their former glory, because without all the stuff, it definitely works. It just sinks with anything attached to it. And now All the thrusters have the same thrust. The bottom thruster or the top thruster doesn't have more thrust than all the other ones. It has the same. And the cool thing is with the target acceleration down, it works. Then the thruster kind of takes over and is able to yeah, to just speed up the whole thing. Yes, come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, now I need to see where. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, now it's out of whack. Oh, no, 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 no. You will not go down. It's out of whack because the thrusters don't know what to do anymore. I need to fly higher and then recompile the whole thing so that it can accurately go with the weight again. Okay, pointing towards the horizon. Come on. Caught it. Caught it, caught it, caught it. Maybe I don't need to recompile. But now you can see it still wants to go down. And again, there is enough thrust on there. The whole ship has enough thrust for basically everything. I don't understand it anymore. So, yeah, I will remove the top thruster, make another test with that thing removed, and maybe then it flies. But, and we will see. Let me recompile that just to be sure. That's always nerve-wracking because I have to do that while dropping, and now all the thrusters are turned off. Now everything's turned back on again. So let's see. And the crazy thing is, it goes down to the same amount of speed that it goes down to without the rotors on the bottom. So it's weird. It's weird. There is a thing. 1WS610 says that they don't know. The script is just not perfect. So the script might not be able to just achieve what I want from it, and that's okay. It's as good as it is. It is just a script. So Space Engineers has its limitations too. And by the way, here you can see that the thrusters don't go. Don't change their. They don't point up anymore when I thrust downwards. It then just uses gravity to just slowly bring it down. Maybe I can work out the setting again a bit, and you can see that the top thruster would work nicely. For some reason, it doesn't. So. Let us do one thing that I always want to see. One of the atmospheric thrusters, the large ones, large atmospheric thrusters, has 5.4 meganewtons of thrust. Optimal max thrust. So it goes up the more the thing slows down. 5.4 is... That's... It should keep the thing in... One of these things should keep the whole structure up. So I don't think it's a thrust issue. 600. Now it's 800, by the way. With... So 800 times 987. I would have to use a calculator right now. Can't do that right now. But I think Should. 2 thrusters should be enough for the whole empty thing. And it's just not happening. So what happens when I remove the top thruster? I will go down closely to. Okay, we could use the. We could just use the purge. The the structure we have built up down there again. One thing I also might want to change, that was another tip, is the rotor strength. I shouldn't always go just to the craziest setting that there is. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay, just let it hang. And now we just remove the top thruster again. I don't want to get in contact with it because its movement would just shoot me into orbit. The jittering of this thing is still there, by the way. Now it will get worse because of me removing stuff while the script is running. The whole jitteriness of these got better. I brought the rotor RPM down, so that's nice. Let me get rid of this, and this. Let us test again. What does the program say now? Compile. 3. Did it lock again? Oh, come on, that's just... I turned the auto locking off, so I'm not sure why it does that. As far as I... Gear. Take a look, this one is locked, although it shouldn't be. Auto lock is off. Unlock that. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. It doesn't sync with the rotors, with the rotor on the bottom attached. The 0.1 I can 0.01 I can really neglect. Oh, the top thruster threw it out of whack. But why? Okay, now it goes. Now it turns the thrusters around again. Maybe give me a sec. Maybe I need to bring the settings down a bit more again. It's just I just brought them really low because for some reason the ship wouldn't lift off with 0.2, but that could be the thruster again. Alex Hudson, by the way, said I should always point towards the horizon, so that's what I will do. Let us take another look at the settings. So by the way, I have Chrome opened. Usually I don't do that because the whole Chrome thing is just not nice. Let me see. I'm recording. That's a good thing. So 1WSX10 said you want to lower default X SL, and default SL is this thing. I brought that down to 0.9, and I will now go to, don't know, 0.7, just to test that. That is the number I want to change. And I hope that's correct. This is untouched again. This is at the float SL base is the thing I shouldn't change. Let me take a look at it, and that again. Where is it? Changing SL base is not right. Controls how much the target acceleration changes when you raise or lower the acceleration. It should really just stay at 1.5. It is at 1.5, so that should work out now. Good. Let us see if that makes a difference. It could really be the... Ooh, what's happening now? That's the game doing weird things. Oh, the simulation speed went down like crazy. I just turned off Chrome, maybe. Ooh, yes. It doesn't speed up as fast anymore, but it also keeps the thrusters mostly down. And that's what we want. So let us go to the dig side, and then we will turn on the rotor and see what that changes. The top rotor threw it off. That's weird. I had someone suggest another YouTuber that is sadly speaking Spanish, and he said that everything worked out for him. And again, I have no clue what video he was talking about, because I will not. Let's be fair. Going through the complete library of a Spanish YouTuber to find one ship and watch every video without speaking Spanish is not, even if it's just the SE videos he's doing, that sadly doesn't work. So you can just link the video in that he's building that thing in. Why does it still turn that thing around? Maybe that stops once I'm hovering and once I'm trying to just dig. Okay, let us go here. The initial speed up of the thing, that's the nice thing. Now it doesn't goes into the acceleration like crazy. So it still has a nice top speed that doesn't change. But it also... Okay, let us go in. We need to grab all the drills. Bring them into a group again. A drill. Save. Then we need the advanced rotor detach. That's not what we need. We will have turn block on and off. And then groups, the drill group, toggle block on and off. So if we toggle that on and off, drills are running. And now we want to start up the advanced rotor for just, we don't need to go too fast. We will just go with 0.5 or something. That should be good. And then we can just slowly point down it works like it should. This is so nice. This works out better than I could hope for. Maybe to give you all a bit of credit, the people that said there's not enough thrust, I will maybe add a few more thrusters. And that should be good then. It does that thing still rotate? Oh, it rotates the whole machine. It rotates the whole machine. I'm not doing anything here. I'm not doing anything here. Maybe it is stuck to a wall or something like that. That could happen if I go down too fast. Then it could get stuck to a wall. And then it will spin the machine around. So maybe it's not a good idea to just have that thing there. What I could do is, if that's possible, add a piston to it, and then just hover over the target, use a piston to go down instead of using the ship. At the moment, it works like one of the typical mining machines, so it's not really fast. But the cool thing is that if I want that, I can just... give me a sec. I can just turn off the rotor, then maybe... give me a sec. We need the advanced rotor again. It is here. And then just turn on the rotor lock. And now I can use it like before. Now I can just go down and plunge. Do the fence post drilling here. Maybe I will add a few more blocks. Oh, we lost one of the landing gears. That's not good. Need to bring that back. Or no, oh, it's there. Haven't had a landing gear on the other side because of the connector. I need to bring one in there. The reach is smaller now because of the missing cargo containers. So that's something I might have to deal with. Maybe bring the whole thing down a bit more so that I really like it. So that we have a bit more reach on the whole thing. The top rotor was a problem. I don't know why. Maybe there is an explanation for that. But now it seems to really work well. Come on. No. No. Okay, when it hits the ground, then flying action is needed. Yeah, I need something to level that out. Maybe I can find something nice there. Okay, I will go back and then we test out if the whole bottom part works with throwing out the materials. That's something that I also want to have working. Okay, let us grab some more nickel. We're back in the hangar for that thing, and now we have to take a look if everything works. The thing is, we need the connector to collect all on off and throw out all on off. Okay, so 5 and 6. No, 6 is off. 5 and 4. I don't want to drill down there. That's not a good idea. So I put on another landing gear and I removed 2 of the the gyros I had on here to make it not so twitchy now that the acceleration is good. It works. Nice. Ah, I'm happy. Now it works. Now I can, don't know, make it look a bit nicer. Maybe work on the bottom a bit. Although, now, if I see it this way here, it seems to be okay. It just went up 2 blocks or so. It's not that bad. So we can just keep it that way, I would say. And now I can deal with a hanger around it, change that, make that ready. I don't know. I hope nothing locks here. And now I can grab huge amounts of materials if we need that, if we ever need that. Good thing, people, but I think that's all for today with the fire of the of the railguns. I will say goodbye to you and or do we? No, we picked that up. We picked up the drills. And in the next episode, I will maybe deal with a bit with the hangar, and then we might go back to space or something like that. I still need to deal with that. The problem is I had some fun playing on the server, and so I didn't do as much here as I should have. This thing can be removed. This thing can be removed, clean that up again, and then I also want to build more on this again. The lasers are firing at that thing. But even with 2 lasers and 2 railguns firing, these things don't go down. Although now it's stopped. What? I'm not sure. It at least seems to be hovering. Something gets hit definitely there. Let us stay for a moment. Just the end. People that don't want to see that, they can just log off. Not log off. Turn the video off. I'm not sure. I want to see if that thing goes down now. Come on. I gave you so much ammo. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot now. Or is there nothing to shoot at? Okay, now you keep on shooting. So I always see the smoke clouds from the ships being hit, so something must be happening there. Let us take this ship. Oh, I need to finish this ship. People wanted to see it on the workshop, and I have to say I would like to give the people that ship. Okay, let us take that again. Whoa, so the ship gets hit and hit and hit, but it doesn't go down. These are really, really ships that are remarkably well built, I have to say. Saw one on the server. We have the same mod running on the server, and people captured one. Really neat ships. Very different build idea than I usually have with the ship. I think being built from the inside out. But it looks nice and has a lot of thrust. But there's a huge hole in the middle of it. A huge... Oh, go down already. It's not doing it. Okay, people, no shipwreck today. Maybe in the next episode we see if something is left of that thing. People are not really happy about me wasting materials, I have the feeling, on the pillars back there. There was comments about that. Calm down already. Good people, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video, I would say. See ya, guys.